Okay, so we are back in the garage and we are working on Keller's turbo build. So since we were gone on the last video, which was building the motor, we've got the tranny cleaned and painted. We've got this pulley that we got in Primeville, which was the one that was going to work with the 16 valve belt to get the serpentine belt to line up. So we got that. Keller did some graphics on the front. He painted everything black. And for now, we've got this turbo manifold mounted, but this is not the one we're going to use. So after this video, we're going to do a whole video on building the manifold and the parts of the turbo kit. So yeah, so where we're at now is we're just got done pressing this motor mount in. So this is, let me release this and show you guys how we did this, because this was a pain in the butt for us.
Broke a vise.
We broke a vise doing this. So this here is the passenger side motor mount, and it sits on the engine right here, like that. So the mount was cracked and bad, so we went and bought a new mount. So the way that we got the old mount out was easy. We just cut out the rubber across here to give us some more room with a sawzall bit, and then we cut into the bearing shell, not the housing, but the actual outer skirt of the bearing, and just cut up towards the shell here and here. So we've now cut it in two places, and then this shell came right out and that shell came right out, but had trouble pressing the bearing in. We tried it on a vise using some wood, because you can't hit this. You got to hit this surface right here and press it in. And we broke my vise trying to do it. It kept getting off center. And then so we kind of went back to the press, and we finally figured out, using these two bars, we were able to, if I can remember how we did this now. Do we go like that or like this?
This part was just writing on that.
Yeah. So we were able to get this on the edge like that. And then we were able to get this plate. Oh, no, it was the opposite way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like this.
Well, this part was on the bars.
That part was on the bars.
Yep.
How did the plate? Oh, because of this hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, folks. This is trying to figure out how to get this back on here again. So we had this like that. We got it centered, and then we were able to use this half moon. So if you have a little press like this, you can get onto this. We didn't do it like that,
No,
though.
we just did the flat plate. That's what we did. Because it was cupped, and this whole bearing was under here, and this had a recess. Plus, it has rubber, so it just pushed itself down.
Okay. Yeah. So what Keller is saying here is that, so if you can imagine that this bearing, the motor mount is underneath here, and we're pressing the housing onto it. So we were able to come up here and then press this down. How did we get it when we got to here, though? I'm kind of confused.
I don't really remember.
Oh my God. Well, now I feel like an idiot because we took it apart.
Yep. Recorded it.
Yeah, we should record it. But we were able to get this area here and press it in. So it finally went in. So we're going to put this back on the car. It's kind of bad that we couldn't remember that. Let's move the engine out a little bit this way. My glasses on here. Here we go. So do this when the engine's out of the car. Me and Keller tried to do this with his diesel, and it was a pain in the butt. And you might notice this motor mount, this bracket looks weird. This is from a diesel, and we actually had to cut it. Where are we at here? Right there. There, right there. We actually had to cut this piece. So if you don't have a diesel, it won't look like this. We can actually cut it right here. I can get it started here. Let's get the bottom started first. These are really hard to get to. Okay, that one got started. All right, hand me that ratchet and stuff and those pieces.
Here, use that for those easy access ones.
We'll get these snugged up and then we'll tighten them.
Oh, just use the impact.
Well, I want to torque it. I want to be able to feel it. So these two are a little bit hard. You really can't get to them with a socket. Especially this one. This rubber piece wants to go, but we have a Allen that has the little ball. So if you don't have these, you're going to have to either find a real short one or use the ball type. All right, give me that crescent wrench. So the way we're going to tighten this one is with a crescent wrench.
That's a tool tip right there. Use crescent wrench to turn one of these Allen keys if you really need to turn it.
And they don't need to don't go crazy on the torque on these things. People always over torque these sixes.
You can get that with the. Well, I guess you don't really need to use that.
We'll use this too. Okay.
But yeah, this doesn't. This pulley right here, it's not a 16 valve actual crank pulley. It's a special order crank pulley that you get from. There's tons of sites that have them, but basically it is all it is just basically an 8 valve pulley. So this one's bigger. This one's like an inch bigger. So all I'm running is my water pump and my alternator off of this. So
yeah, this is a sweet pulley. Do you know what that might have been off of?
Nothing. It's a special order.
Special order. So yeah, so the guy we got the motor from in Primeville. Do you remember his name?
Max.
Max. He's got a really nice shop in Primeville, and he's really into Volkswagens. He's also into diesel pickup trucks. And do you remember his last name?
I don't. It was,
okay.
It's Max at VW Motion
Yeah.
Works.
So he's got a bunch of like show race cars, and we're going to go back to his shop. We got to get a Mega Squirt set up from him, and we're going to do a video of him and some of his cars. So we'll film that next time we're there. Okay. So that's on there. So I think we're ready to slide this underneath. So me and Keller, if you can see, jacked up this car. So we got the wheels on the back, and we're going to slide the engine under, hopefully. I don't know if you can see our janky setup, but it seems pretty good. Just clears that.
We had it on stands before on the back, and we did this, we jacked it up this high, and it was like about to slide off, so we just decided not to do that.
Kind of not quite the safest way in the world, but we think it's going to work. Okay.
Right down now.
Well, let's get this on there.
It'll be easier so you can reach over the freaking engine bay. He is just having issues. He can't even grab that chain. Oh, there he goes.
There we go.
So we're using a 4x4 with the chain with a.
Oh, do we want it? We're gonna have to take this manifold off. Oh. We got to fab it up.
Well, we can leave it on.
But we're gonna be cutting the flange off.
We can pull it off still in the car. But I guess,
well, it's gonna be much easier to do it here. Right. Okay, so.
Right. So false alarm. We're not taking it off yet. We got to take.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll show you what we're gonna have to do. Oh boy, this come along is getting old, folks. Okay, pull this back out again. I'll show you what we got to do here. Oh, ooh, sorry, Keller. Scratch your paint.
Scratch my paint. Come on. I spent like 3 hours on just the valve cover. I just spray painted a ton of spray paint on stuff and then used a little sponge brush to get these.
Okay, let's show them the turbo kit while we're filming. Okay, so from the gentleman in Prineville, Kellers got this turbo kit. So intercooler, we got the oil pan with the oil return already on it. Downpipe, Chinese turbocharger. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it's brand new. So we got that. And then we got all the piping here. And then the blow-off valve wastegate in here. So this is where we're at. We're starting to get these pieces together, but this is the part that he gave us. So we think this is off a 1.8T, but Keller really likes it. It's obviously beautiful, and it's got very large piping, and we need this for the wastegate. But these holes don't line up to the 16 valve, so we're hopefully carefully, going to cut this off the flange. 2 of the holes line up, but 2 don't. These 2. So we're going to have to shorten. These are going to have to get moved over just a little bit. So we're going to cut the flange off, and then we're going to go and take this one. That's why we're hauling this back out. We're going to have to cut this flange off here. This one obviously fits, and then we need to make it to where these are going to fit. And you can tell just by looking at them that obviously this stuff just does not line up. It's much wider. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time trying to mock this all up, get everything where it's at. Might have to do some kind of hogging out of this once we get it welded. So we'll film some of that. I don't know if we'll film all of it, but we'll film the important parts of how we took this piece and then made it to this. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this off, and then we'll start the video again. Okay, so we were about ready to put the engine in the car and realized that we needed to pull the exhaust manifold off so that we could do some fabricating. So we're back to getting it underneath the car and jacking it up. I just wanted to mention just a couple things about the engine build. And I think we mentioned in the build that me and Keller are doing this like a true budget build on this engine. So there was a couple things that the Bentley manual had talked about that we could have done. We really, if we had extra money, we should have sent the whole block to the machine shop. But we bought this block from a reputable guy. I don't think it barely had any miles on it. The camshafts, the head, I think the head must have been rebuilt. It's just absolutely spotless. You saw us go through the block. We did put a straight edge on the block with feeler gauges and made sure that it wasn't warped. But yeah, the true way to really do this is to spend the extra money, send it to a machine shop, have everything done, make sure that the cylinders were, perfect, ready to go. But I think we're confident that this is going to work. One thing that we forgot to mention, when we did the ARP studs in the rods, we sent them to a machine shop because Keller was watching videos and looking on the internet that whenever you use the ARP studs and nuts, when you torque them down, they become out of round just a teeny bit. Could be couple thousandths. And so we sent them to a machine shop, and what did they do? What do they call it? Resize. So they resized the rods, but we did not have to buy like oversized rod bearings. We used the stock rod bearings. And you saw when we put the engine together, when you're putting the engine together and you rotate the engine with a socket or like a 3/8 drive or a 1/2-inch drive, and it rotates and you feel tons of friction, then you're going to have to go back in and mess with the bearing shells, or maybe go send it back to a machine shop. When we reassembled the engine, it spun like butter after we got it together. So the crankshaft, everything, even when we put the pistons in and all that, it still spun super easy, super nice. So we're pretty confident that it's going to be fine. But I just wanted to point that out. Just budget build, and I think people that are watching the video probably at home doing a budget build just like we're doing. So we're at the point. So I discussed, we got the motor mount back on. We put a new motor mount bushing in here, the new motor mount. We got that in. I showed how to do that on the press a little bit. You'll figure it out. If you saw the video when we set this up here, what we ended up doing is we were in the other room with the vise, and we had it about halfway in, and it started getting caulked. And I was turning the vise with a cheater bar, and I broke a vise that I've had for probably 40 years. And it's not a huge vise, but it's pretty good size. So we broke the vise. So we came back and went on to the press, and we're able to finish pressing it in. So if you have a press, super nice. You could do it on a vise, but you have to be real careful. We weren't paying attention, and that wasn't sliding in perfectly straight. It got off a little bit, and it got pinched, and that's what broke the vise. So just be careful if you're doing that on a vise. So yeah, we're ready to get this back underneath the car here, and then we're gonna jack it up. So one other thing I wanted to mention, this thing's pretty stiff. There we go. Is okay. Talking about budget mechanics. We have a beefy 4x4 up here, and I went and reinforced and re-drilled all the supports that go up to the top of this garage. And this is a come along that I've had for years. We've jacked up how many engines with this? 3 engines, a huge toolbox, getting it out of a truck. It's been good. This is not the preferred method, and I don't recommend people do this at home. This possibly could break, and if you're jacking your engine up, you don't want to have it smash into the ground and smashing the oil pan or ruining the engine or cracking the block. So we're actually going to replace this with a better, maybe an electric winch. I used to have access to an engine puller at work. Me and Keller did engines, and I've done engines with that, but I no longer have that. I'd like to get another one, but for now, this is what we're using, and it works. So just wanted to mention that. When you're doing this stuff, just be safe, and got to do what you got to do sometimes.
We aren't responsible for your stupidity.
Yeah, or our stupidity.
Yeah, this is way too sketchy for I would comfortably do this again.
Okay.
Also, we got new mics. We've got a whole new
So we got new mics. We're gonna look at maybe getting some cameras,
lighting for sure. It'd be nice to add another light right above the car. Oh, I really hate doing this. I really hate doing it.
I'm a little more confident than he is. Okay, do we want to then lower the car a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get it tight, put it back down on the cart, and we'll put the car down.
Well, let me just hold it here.
Okay.
The car's not going to fall on me. Just let it down really slow.
Okay, I just barely cracked it. It's like a quarter turn, if that.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's coming down.
I'll let you know if it starts catching. See, I can kind of wiggle it here.
Mm-hmm. You know
So
what?
Keller's coming down real slow.
Here, hang on, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna move the camera over.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna move you over so you can watch what he's doing. Okay, let's see. How does this go up? Like this. This is a totally new tripod for me, so I'm trying to figure out how to work it. Okay, let's go like this. There we go. Now that's better. Okay. All right. So either we just got these mics like literally 20 minutes ago or something like that. Not a couple hours ago, actually. So we're still kind of learning how to use them. So they might be a little peaky in this video, but we'll figure it out. Okay, it's going down pretty fast.
Everything's looking good so far. We're not going to hit anything.
Awesome. Make sure it's on the stand.
Still looking good.
Okay, we're gonna put it right there. That's just a little bit off the jacks because I.
Oh, you could come down
more. I can't see the other jack. That's why I was doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm concerned about is this. We might need to take off this linkage.
Oh, it'll move.
Okay.
I've got the other engine out this way.
Okay, I'm afraid it's gonna hit, but we'll see.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't film the other engine. It was just I just wanted to.
Don't go so fast.
Yeah. It's on the jacks, I think.
It's on the jacks now?
Let me check.
Okay. Let me know when
No,
it's
it is.
complete.
It's on the jacks.
Okay, so we're on our jack stands again. Let me check this stand, make sure we're on here.
Oh, here we go.
Come up just a hair. We're
Hold on. I'm
we're
trying to figure
off this just a hair.
trying to fix this stupid Goodwill tripod.
Okay.
Bring her down?
Now you can come down. There you go. Okay.
Clunk. So what I did off video is I painted the engine bay a little bit, shaved the rain tray, and that's about it. Oh yeah, and I cleaned up the wiring and pulled the motor out. But that stuff, we're probably going to have to pull this out in a couple months, knowing how I drive. So, yeah.
Okay. I really think we should get underneath there and pull that out.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
It's a 13. It's going to scratch your valve cover and stuff. It's the only thing that's in the way.
Surprisingly.
We probably should have taken the drive shafts off, but
That's not the
I think we can do it.
Noise warning. There we go. Pull it up. Okay.
Grab the ball.
Come on. Come on, nut. Get out of there. Okay. Balls out.
Okay. All right. So if you want to look on that side, I'll start bringing her up. Oh, you know what we should do?
Huh.
Let me take the horn off real quick.
Yeah, the good old horn. We love the good old. It sounds like it's like constipated. Yeah, I'm gonna put some.
Hold on, honey.
We're filming.
Yeah, I know.
Can always do that later.
Okay, so we got the horn off.
Yep.
Okay.
We're so very rudely interrupted. There we go.
She didn't.
I know. It was a joke. Yeah, we're good. We're clear on my side. It's coming up on the motor mount.
You know,
Okay, bring her up.
I want to try to see if we can.
Well, I can get this motor mount in, and then we can jack it up the rest of the way.
Okay, because I should have got this hook on here a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can almost lift up.
Nope.
Yeah, it's moving.
Well, it's going up, but it just dropped out of the motor
Hold
mount.
on a second.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of bench press it from underneath. I want this to slide over one more
Oh, okay.
loop.
That's not going to do it. It's not going to do anything.
Hold on.
It's not going to slip. I know it's not.
Okay.
We'll just have to just jack it up. We can use the floor jack.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, actually.
Just here, get it. Let's get this motor mount in. Okay, right there. Okay, it needs to come towards me.
Towards you?
Yep. Okay, jack it up. Jack it up. Try and wiggle it back and forth.
That bolt might need to be moved.
No, it's this.
Okay, because that bolt slides over.
I know. It's not going in. I need it to go up.
Right there.
No. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. It's the mount.
Okay.
Okay, so the mount's caught.
Okay, so you want to go down or up?
I think I can get it with this pry bar and kind of wiggle it in.
If I can go down or up.
I know. Yeah, go down.
Okay. More.
Yep.
I'm going all the way down.
Yeah, go. Yeah, we're gonna have to get it out of this motor mount area, so we're gonna have to go way down.
Way down.
Yeah, we gotta get
Well,
it
no,
out of
I
here.
went tried to go
It's
down.
cockeyed.
And it wouldn't go down.
It's way cockeyed. I have to get it down. See, it's caught.
Well, I need to lift it up then if it's caught. That's why I wanted to get this engine straightened out first. I think we're. Can you get it out?
Oh, there it goes. I got it.
I think you should actually.
Nope, bring her up.
Okay, well, I really think we should let this engine down and then do it. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it in there the way that how tilted this engine is.
Well, it's gonna be aligned if I just get this stupid motor mount to not get hooked.
Let me try it.
It's hooked kind of on something, so I just got to kind of.
Oh, don't be banging on it with that. No, don't do that, Keller. Let's get this realigned.
All right.
This is never going to go on there with it, so I can let it down now.
Yeah, just let it down. You got to take it completely off. See, it's caught. I have to get it with this pry bar.
The bolt's not in it, right?
No.
Okay.
See, I told you.
Now will it come over?
Nope, it's even more stuck.
Oh my god.
I get a longer pry bar.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Here, now bring it down.
Yeah, I'll bring it down now.
There we go. That's straight on.
No, I want to redo the motor.
Oh, okay.
It's too cockeyed. We're just going to have to bring it down.
Well, wait, why don't we just use the jack to jack the other side up on the transmission?
If we can get it up that high. I don't think we can get it up that high.
You can get the jack that high.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, let's just get this motor mount bolt in so we can get the transmission.
No, be careful getting that bolt in that cockeyed like that.
It's not cockeyed anymore. It went straight in.
Okay, if you think you can get it in.
I can. I just need to
get it caught in there.
Just bring it up. It's not cockeyed anymore.
Let me get some boards. So I don't think we're going to quite make it.
Yeah, now it needs to come up. The whole engine needs to come up with the come along. Yeah, it's out of the track now. Or out of the groove. Now it needs to actually, this needs to come up.
Okay. I just don't like how it's coming up like that. I'd rather take it all the way down to the ground and redo this.
It's still going to be transmission heavy. Okay, let's try right here. Oh, it needs to come this way. Okay, bring her up. Come on.
Hold on. This thing got. Okay.
Oh. Hey, at least it leveled itself out. It leveled out.
It kind of did.
Yeah.
Not very good though. Let's keep going here a little bit. Let's get under it a little bit better.
Oh yeah, definitely. It'll jack it up without the boards. I guess you don't really want to scratch the paint, so yeah, bring her up on the come along. Oh, it's starting to slip. Okay, let's jack it up with this.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, let me come over here on the trans.
It got cockeyed. We have to bring it back down.
All right, well, let's bring it down and let's get a chain on this here to where we can lift this whole thing straight up. It's just going to keep causing us problems.
Okay.
Is it going to come out of there now?
I doubt it, but we'll try.
Well, no, I just want it to come out.
Oh.
Hold on, let me lower this down a little bit.
There we go. Oh. Man, you scratched the engine bay.
Well, pay.
Okay, it's gonna hit that axle. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, keep going.
Let me get it down on this cart. Almost there.
Oh, okay. Yep, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that.
All right, so we need to get a chain.
Here, wrap it around this motor mount right here. Then we can get this one, the back one, the front one.
You know what I should do? Just grab a longer, but I have a whole bunch of that chain. Why don't we make another chain that goes to the motor mount? We'll just take that one off.
Oh, it's going to be so fun to edit all this loud chain on both of our microphones.
Okay. Let me see if I can find that bolt that we use.
So we're just putting a whole new chain on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to have a bolt on one of these chains. It is completely gone. Huh. All right, I gotta find a nut and bolt.
Why don't we just put it on the bell housing?
It's not going to go through the chain. Those, I think they're too big.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to go on that little hole on top of the transmission.
Yeah, where the motor mount goes. Well, here, we got a nut and a bolt for the transmission.
Here's one.
Well, we have the nut and bolt from the transmission, or to the motor mount on the rear.
Well, I don't want to go on the motor mount.
Well,
no, because we're gonna need that clear.
Well, if we got the 3 right here, we would.
No. The hole on top of the tranny.
Right. Oh,
that
right
one.
here. Okay.
That one. Yeah.
Well, then here, I got a bolt and a nut right here.
Well, is it gonna go through and
Yeah.
hold?
Yeah.
And it's not one we're using to mount the engine?
Oh, this one's for that mount, but we can still use it.
Make sure it's so it goes through the chain and it's not
Yeah.
gonna come out.
No.
Okay. All right. Then I'll get my. There's my.
Oh, your chain cutter?
Yeah, where's my chain?
Or bolt cutter or whatever.
No,
Technically, we don't really need it.
Yeah, I want it because I want to keep that for doing future engines. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, so we know how long we need it yet.
Yeah, I already
Take
hooked
this
it up.
one off.
I already took
Oh,
that.
you already got that one.
Yeah, I already threaded it on.
Well, shoot, here, pull it off because I'm gonna have to do it out here. I can't do it in engine bay. A little impromptu engine lift here. And you can see how we raise these up. You can take these off, probably make it easier to do this, but if you maneuver those up like that, you can do it right here.
Yep.
Can't go on two of them. Other side.
Ow. And I know there's some mess ups, like little scratches in this paints and stuff like that. I can touch it up with some spray paint on a can or a little cup.
So as you guys can see, Keller went through and removed the rain tray. It's just going to give us way more room for the turbocharger and to get in here and to work. It's not kind of ideal for weather. We're going to rig something up on where the blower fan goes to the heater core so rain doesn't come in here. We'll put some kind of plastic shield or something. So we'll be messing with that.
I mean, I could always just get a 12-volt heater that plugs into the cigarette lighter. They make those.
Hold on.
I mean, I don't mind the cold. It's just defrosting my windows, and they make window defrosters that go on.
Let's try that. Okay. Let's see how that's going to look.
Okay, here. You jack it up.
Yeah, that looks way better there. Is it too much or is it pretty flat?
No, it's pretty good.
Pretty darn flat there. I like that way better. This is why an engine puller is so much nicer than
Oh, hold on.
come along.
Okay, go up. Okay, I think it's going on square.
More?
Yeah, keep going. Let's try about there.
Let me know if you need me to pull this back a little bit.
No, this just needs to come up just an 1/8 inch,
Okay.
quarter inch, somewhere around there. Keep going. I think it's getting caught. Yeah, it's getting caught a little bit.
Okay. Let me see if...
Try pushing it down. Push the transmission side back towards the back of the car.
Are we on that CV joint over there? We're good?
Yeah, we're good. We're clear.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Just push the transmission back
Towards this way?
towards the back of the car. Oh, went a little too. It's good. So we just need to come down now.
Okay.
This is. I prefer Chevys. Putting motors in those. Those are really easy. 2 mounts.
Yeah, these aren't bad though. Once you get one side in, right there.
Keep going.
Down.
Yeah, to go down.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Okay, now bring her down just a little bit. It needs to come tilt forward just a little bit.
I'm halfway between a click.
Okay, just needs to. Okay, just jack it up because it might just not be flat.
Okay. Let me pull it this way again.
It needs to like tilt down. Oh, hold on. It's caught on something. Oh, there it goes. I got it.
You got it? Okay. Yeehaw! You can just get some good thread on it, but I wouldn't tighten it yet.
Oh, I'm trying to get some good thread on it right now. Let's go this way. probably doesn't help. I'm using a deep socket right now. It does not help. Just trying not to use the shallow guy, but kind of forced to. Yeah, now it's in. Okay, we're good.
How's it going?
Still filming.
Still?
Yeah.
Wow, what a mess.
Tell me about it.
It's not really a mess. Bunch of parts.
Huh?
It's a bunch of parts.
Oh,
is
grab me
what
some
it is.
bacon. Some bacon. No?
Don't want any.
Want to buy it?
No, I'm good.
There's that
You want
one.
to buy it?
Did you use one of these?
Yeah. I told you I
So-
did.
So
I
Keller used. Did you guys hear me on?
I told you that, and you're like, oh, okay.
Did you hear me? Don't use one of the mount bolts because now we're going to have to find another one. And he used one of the mount bolts, so now we have one, and the other one is attached to the transmission that we can't use until we.
I
get
told you
these
we could put the
ties.
jack under it, or put the 3 motor mount bolt.
Okay, we'll find another one. I think.
Want to buy it?
That's funny. No, we're good. Honey.
No, you said that. Okay, that's fine. I thought you were talking about putting the bolts through here, because that would have been a perfect way to put it in.
Way to go, Vic.
Yeah, way to
Oh,
go.
okay. Wait, it's my fault.
It is.
It's my fault.
Mhm.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, it makes Keller feel better that way.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Where are we at here? There we go. Okay, we got those started. We'll leave those loose. Grandpa's got to find another one now.
Or here. Just put the jack under it. We don't need the engine lift.
Well, no, you have to put the bolts in
Yeah,
before
no,
you get it
no,
up here
no.
because you can't get to them
No,
once it's up.
I was saying get the jack under it, support it, take this chain off, so then we can take that bolt off. Because we don't need the jack, or we don't need the engine lift anymore.
It would be nice, but
You don't need it.
I guess we could. The jack doesn't really get on there too good. Uh-oh. And our jack just fell apart. What the heck?
It's fine. That
Wow.
that arm has been coming off ever since.
We're
got
missing 2 circlips on there.
Yeah, it's been that way the whole time.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
So we can get the side motor mount in, then we don't have to use the jack or use the engine lift anymore.
It'd be harder to move it around. I'd rather go find a bolt and lift it up because the only problem with doing that is we can't really move it. It's kind of.
Well, if we just set it on here, took the weight off of this, then we can use this bolt and put it in.
Put another one
Yeah.
on there. Okay.
Yeah, if we have to. But
All right. Keller's trying to fix this screw up.
there we go. I think it's off. Oh, no, not yet. Now it is. It's definitely off. Nope, keep going. I lied.
Oh, is it? I think it's hitting here.
It's not.
It's off enough. All right, let me find another bolt.
Well, there's this one right here.
No, well that's what's that one from?
It was holding this ear right here when we were moving with just the engine.
Oh, yeah, this will work. Okay, replace it with that one. We'll probably speed through some of this, folks, so this video is not 2 hours long. We'll see how it comes out. So you're still going with the Mega Squirt? Is that your thing?
because it has knock sensing.
Okay. So Keller has decided we were going to do, and I think we had mentioned this. Oh, I got to come down on that now.
Yep.
Let's come down on that really carefully. Okay. So yeah, we were looking at doing a Speeduino, but realizing that it's going to take quite a bit of circuit board work. We've decided, because the gentleman in Primeville has a Mega Squirt he's going to sell us for a really cheap price. So that's what we're going to be using for engine management.
For this build.
I'll get this up if you can get that bolt in, Keller.
Yeah.
It's coming right into place.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, keep going. Oh, it's so close.
I can move the engine
Got my
forward.
funny bone. Oh, it's not funny. Okay, it's in. It's in.
Okay, so now we've got motor mounts in, so we can probably let this off. But go ahead and get those.
I'll get the starter.
I can get it.
I'll get the starter. Do you want to get the bottom one?